Hey there guys, EctoMaster here. We are continuing with our Heroes Tuesday. I don't know what to call it. You know, just our Heroes Tuesday. Yeah. We're doing another Hero Spotlight. This time we're taking a look at the melee support in Rehgar. We're going to take a look at his skins, we're going to look at his abilities and his talents, and we're going to see what it is that he does that is oh so awesome. As we are also going to look at his,
How does Thrall deal with all this standing around?
we're gonna look at a build that he has as well. So I love when they just start talking and I'm talking. It's just like, shut up, let me do my thing. Anyways, let's take a look at his skin. So this is his base skin, and then he has the two variants, of course. That one's a little more green. That one's a little less green. Then he has his master skin, which has the two ghost wolves on top. It's pretty darn cool. That's kind of awesome. It almost looks like he hadn't left. Like Draenor wasn't corrupted. Almost. And then they have Iron Claw, which is one of the shaman skins, I believe. Or, not skins, but you know. You know what I mean. Like, wow. And then you have Great Father Winter Rehgar, which is the Christmas themed one. That one's all icy. That one's all different. There's the skins, so enough of his skin. There's really not much to go on with his skin, so we're just going to take a look at his build, his abilities, and then his talents. And while we're doing the talents, we'll take a look at that build as well. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So, his Q, W, and E. Q is Chain Heals a 70 mana cost with a 90-second cooldown. Heal an ally for X health, then heal up to 2 other nearby allies for X health each. And it looks to be about half that health, so that's nice. Lightning Shield, 60 mana cost with an 8-second cooldown. Imbue an ally with lightning, dealing 8x damage to nearby enemies, and an additional X damage a second. It lasts 5 seconds. Earthbind Totem, 60 mana cost with a 15-second cooldown. Create a totem that slows nearby enemies by 35%. The totem has 75 health and lasts for 8 seconds. The only time I mention that health is I don't know if it goes up or not. Ghost Wolf. It's a trait and you activate it with Z. I wonder what Z is. Oh, that's right. It's your mount. So it's a 1-second cooldown, increases movement speed by 30%. So he has a unique mount. And then his 2 heroics, Ancestral Healing. That's an 80 mana cost with a 70-second cooldown. After a short delay, heal an allied hero for well, it says 600 health, so I'm just going to say X health in case it goes up. Bloodlust. It's a 125 mana cost with a 90-second cooldown. Grant nearby allied heroes 40% attack speed and 30% movement speed. It lasts for 10 seconds. So there is his abilities. Let's take a look at these talents. And we're going to look at this build from Grumhole. And it's called Orc Heals Are Best Heals. It does have, a lot of these are showing what it's weak against, neutral, and strong against. If the weak, neutral, and strong are just too long to read, I won't even bother with them. Like, there's so many heroes that I don't want to get into what it's weak against, what it's strong against. But this apparently is weak against ETC, Nova, and Zeratul, and that's all it has on there. So, let's take a look. So, looking at his level 1, you have Spirit Walker's Grace, reduces Chain Heals mana cost from 70 to 45. Colossal Totem increases the area and range of Earthbind Totem by 50%. Empowering Charge, Lightning Shield also increases the damage of the target's next 3 basic attacks by 30%. And then Healing Totem, it's one that we see quite often with others, and for this build, that is what it's recommended, to go with Healing Totem. Level 4, you have Feral Heart, increases health and mana regeneration by 75% while in Ghost Wolf form. Chain Reaction, Chain heals on allies with Lightning Shield active or increased by 25%. Stormcaller reduces Lightning Shield's mana cost by 40% and increases the duration by 2 seconds. And then Shadow Wolf. When entering Ghost Wolf, you are stealth for 4 seconds. For this build, it says to go with Feral Heart, which is, of course, a great idea, because your mana and health regen a lot faster. Level 7, you have Forward Momentum and Cleanse. Those two we see with others, so we're just going to look at Earth Shield and Farsight. Earth Shield, Lightning Shield also gives the ally a shield that absorbs X 75 damage over 3 seconds, or X damage. Farsight, it's a 30-second cooldown. You do have to activate it, so if you got a Healing Totem, this would be your number 2, but that's not what the build said to go with. But this says activate to reveal an area for 10 seconds. Enemies in the area are revealed for 4 seconds. The build suggests to go with Earth Shield. At level 10, you go with Ancestral Healing for this build. Level 13, you have Healing Surge. Increases Chain Heal's healing on the primary target by 25% and heal an additional target. Reactive Spark. Reduces Lightning Shield's cooldown by 3 seconds, and the duration does not start until an enemy is nearby. And then Feral Lunge. While in Ghost Wolf, you lunge a short distance towards your attack target. The damage bonus for basic attacks in Ghost Wolf form is increased from 100% to 200%. For this build, of course, we're going healing, so it says to go with Healing Surge. At level 16, you have Tidal Waves. Reduces Chain Heal's cooldown by 3 seconds if it heals 3 heroes. Lightning Bond. Casting a Lightning Shield on an ally also casts it on you, including any talent bonuses. Earth Grasp Totem. When Earthbind Totem is first cast, it slows nearby enemies by 90% for 1 second. And then you have Blood for Blood, which we see with others. For this build, it says go with Lightning Bond. And then last but not least, you have the level 20 mega awesome final talent. I don't know. For the build, it suggests to go with Storm Shield, which is a 45-second cooldown. If you didn't take any others besides Healing Totem, this will be your 2. Activate to give all nearby allied heroes a shield for 20% of their max health for 3 seconds. If you decided to stay with Ancestral Healing and wanted to see what Farseer's Blessing is, it increases healing amount by 50%. Allies near the target are healed for 25% of the amount of the health regained. If you really decided to go away from it and wanted to go with Bloodlust, you have Gladiator's War Shout. Bloodlust affects all allied heroes, minions, and mercenaries on the entire battleground and can be cast without breaking Ghost Wolf. So you don't have to get out of Ghost Wolf form, you can just cast Bloodlust, and it's not going to just affect you and the nearby people, it's going to affect everybody. So if you got mercenaries, as well as minions, and the heroes, and you're all on the core, I don't know, but to me, this is probably the one that I'd go with. But again, the build says to go with Storm Shield, so there you have it. And that is it for this week on Hero Spotlight. Next week, remember that we're going to showcase, it's going to be one of 3 things. It's either going to be Muradin and Sonya, or it's going to be Muradin and Zeratul, and then we'll have the Heroes of the Update, and then we'll do Sonya later on in the week. Or it'll be, if Zeratul is available as well, we may just do Muradin, Sonya, and Zeratul on Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday. And then on the following week, so I want to give you guys a start date on this. On the 8th of September, that is when we're going to change things up with Hero Spotlight. It is going to be still on the heroes, but we're going to actually take a look at all of the, we're going to randomly select one at the end of the Sonya video, or the Muradin video. I think we're going to do it on the Muradin video. We're going to randomly select one, and we are going to, that is the one that we're going to play in a match, and if it's one that I'm really good with, we're just going to find a build and play. But otherwise, we are going to, that's what we're going to do. We're going to pick one, and we're just going to go. So that is it for now, guys. That is all that I have. We'll be back next week with another edition of Hero Spotlight. Until then, I am EctoMaster, and I will see you in the next round.